Hello, everybody. This is MC. I'm back with the recovery steps in relapse show. Last time I spoke to y'all, I was in Bill's story, which is still step one, the first half of the first step. We admit that we was powerless over drugs and alcohol, and that our lives have became unmanageable. So, like I said, the last time when I did Bill's story, did I have thoughts? Did I felt? Did I have acts like Bill? And this is still talking about the physical craving of the body. The body meaning that my thoughts in my brain, not my mind, my brain, is I'm moving in such a way where I'm taking everything based upon the reactions of what I'm feeling, and this is how I felt that how other people's may have viewed me, how I may have viewed myself by the reactions of how people viewed me, because at this point they just see a person trying to control and enjoy his drinking, smoking, or some people try to enjoy their food or they compulsive eating. So they got compulsive eating anonymous meetings and stuff. Some go overboard with the sex. It ain't that they trying to say that they a player or a playgirl or something. It's just it relates to what Bill talked about writing this book. See, like the last time I mentioned to y'all, did I have thoughts, felt, and think like Bill, the physical craving of the body, and I fellowship alcoholics and cocaine anonymous meetings, and this is just an educational tips for anybody and anyone. In my early recovery, I forgot to mention, I did used to stutter. So I may stumble over my words. So like I said, we always go into this book with like the set-aside prayer and come out with the set-aside prayer. God, please set aside everything that I think I know about these steps. This book, this program, my disease, myself, and especially you, God, for an open mind and a new experience about these steps, this book, this program, my disease, myself, and especially you, God. Please let me see the truth. Amen. So, last time I read something, this tape, I noticed when I was thinking about Bill's story, I noticed that Bill's story always have a whole lot of bright ideas, and he suffered from the come-ups. So, like what I read the other day, on the next page, on page 2, this is where you start seeing this pattern of him trying to come up. And I'm just going to read this part of this paragraph. Where's my glass? Yeah, all right. So I'm going to read part of it. It say, I took a night law course and obtained employment as an investigator. Dang, he took a night law course to obtain employment as an investigator for a surety company. The drive for success was on. I proved to the world I was important. My work took me about Wall Street. And little by little, I became interested in the market. Many people lost money, but some became very rich. Why not I? Why not I study economics and business as well as law. Potential alcoholics that I was, I nearly failed my law course. At one of the finals, I was too drunk to think or write. So I'm going to stop right there. Well, let me get finished. Though my drinking was not continuous, it was disturbing to my wife or girlfriend or whoever loved one. We had long talks when I was still for about her by telling her that man of genius, smart like me, that's what that part means, could see the best projects when drunk. That the most majestic and constructive and philosophical thoughts were so the drive. So that's where we put that question mark at when we're taking someone through the work. I just went on and read the whole paragraph. Like I said, this video is like, it's about, did he suffer from the come-ups? Because look at my story. My Wall Street was South LA, South Central. I either worked at my dad appliance store, and then if I worked over there, especially when I had that untreated alcoholism, when I didn't have a sponsor, I was just going to meetings and I was dry, but all my actions was looking as if I didn't took one. And even in my disease, I used to suffer from the come up too. Like in my disease, being on GR, getting that GR check, hearing that ticket counter go, and then one more time, I'm thinking that if I buy me a big giant boulder, a rock or something, that I can cut it up. And I did this over and over, buying Ziploc bags after Ziploc bags. And if I just sell one bit of rock, why I always gotta celebrate? Now, to take a fast story, move it up. Now I'm in recovery, coming out of the treatment centers, and over. Each time I come out of treatment center, I end up in some vocational school that I'm barely about to pass, or I don't pass at all. But the bright idea was, if you get into vocational school, you can get that grant money and you can come up. And then I relapse, and then the next thing you know, I'm in another program. As soon as I get out, I go work for my dad. I go find another vocational school, and I would do this over and over, thinking that I'm gonna get that check, and what I'm going to do is I'm gonna stack my money up, get a car. I'm gonna start back going to the dances and stuff. I'm gonna stay out of trouble because I don't get in trouble when I go to dances and stuff. So it's like writing that Bill story. I'm up here looking at people having more money than me, so I think people saving their money, and I'm thinking everybody's worrying about me. So sooner or later, worrying about me to the extent of, why aren't you going to those meetings? Because my thoughts in my brain saying, I don't want y'all to be thinking that I'm an alcoholic or a crackaholic. What you talking about, why I'm going to those meetings and stuff? Shit, I just got off of work. I'm just like y'all. So I thought. One thing I can say about when you have this physical craving for more, the only thing about this disease is apparently when other individuals don't take it as far as you see a whole lot of people doing this with their head. But if they only really knew, like it's like if I had like full-blown cancer or AIDS, some people just be like, that's how this disease is. It is as if like, you was in a place where You honestly think these bright ideals is going to come into play. Like it said in here, when he said, why not I? Become rich like some of the people that come up. Because I saw people get get out of jail. The homies put them on deck. Then I saw people when I made it back after my 8 or 9 year run or something. The people I saw in my early 20s, I seen them still sober when I was in my early 30s and when I made it back. So I've been sober ever since. But that scared me because I thought they said they was gonna relapse. Oh my God, everything did change for them. I go in the parking lot right at the meter, and I see like that's their car. So that's when I start wanting this thing real seriously. I said I can't be this dumb. I must have missed something. And with that, I would like to say, that's basically what Bill Sturr was basically talking about. It was talking about on how he shared with his wife that I give my best ideas, and then I'll tell moms and pops and them that I think hey I studied real good when I got me a 40 ounce or something. I studied real good, but I studied real bad when I hit that weed because I wake up in the middle of the night and say it's almost time for school. So so I had the story halfway right, and then if I drank too much, then I ain't gonna remember all that I studied. So relapse after relapse, I come up with all these majestic ideals. Like my vision for when I went from like a business school, and then I went to trade tech, and then after that I went to machinist school, and when I went there, guess what I did? I put down that weed because I saw out of those 2 relapses and 2 treatment centers, that was the problem. So I thought, boy, I'm talking about being motivated. I finished the school, but what I did not know was that those on the outside of me, being that I was dry and acting alcoholically and didn't use, that a relapse was coming is because I noticed I wasn't getting the kind of support that I needed. The school found me a job, and it was just like the support system around me. It looked like nobody couldn't trust me. Trust me, because when you're a dry alcoholic, not being in the work of having a sponsor and stuff, like I said earlier, you can't see the picture if you're inside the frame, and that's what people saw. People was looking at me, and I imagine they was like, he don't smell like liquor, but all my actions and how I felt on how you thought about me had me do actions where I had them days where, well, I need me a drink if it seemed like I can please everybody else, but they can't please me. So I thought. And that's just to keep a long story short. I'll see y'all next time. Keep coming back. The program works. And like I said, please set aside everything that you think you know about these steps, this book, this program, my disease, myself, and especially you guys, for an open mind and for a new experience about these steps, this book, this program, my disease, myself, and especially you guys. Please let you see the truth and me see the truth, and take care of the addicts and alcoholics who still suffering. Thanks.